How can you be friends with someone for 25 years and not know that not only were they kind of a star, where Tony had a past B-movie career and was spokesperson on TV for almost 10 years, but the house is kind of a movie star in itself. I'm Leslie Cunningham, and I'm a realtor here in town. And this was my friend Tony Klein's home, and she lived in it, I think, well over 40 years. We're at the corner on Parker, 2813 South Parker. At this point, her children have the estate, and we're getting it ready to sell. I became fascinated with the house because of finding the articles of Mr. Blandings builds his dream home. It's like, what? Think about it. It's 1946, 1947. We've just come out of the war. And think about Amarillo with the base here and Pantex. And we've come out of the war. Things have been rationed. Things have, been scarce. And so they've all made movies that were kind of really war-oriented. So this movie comes out with Cary Grant and Myrna Loyd. It's the third movie they've made together, and they've been big, big hits. So RKO banks on this one, puts $10 million up for publicity on this Mr. Blandings.
Mr. Blandings builds his dream house. Direct from the pages of the best-selling novel comes the laugh and love riot of the year.
They put up $10 million for a promotion for this one film. And what they did is they went across the country and sent out plans to 100 cities to have these houses built. They sent it to the Amarillo Builders Association, and I don't know from then how they decided who would get to do the building. And this is one of 73 that actually were completed. So here they come to Amarillo, and we can go back and look, but I imagine that there were traces of the old dairy still here, and this whole area really wasn't developed. This was on the edge, and was part of a playa lake. And so they come put this house, that's a dream house that they're doing with GE appliances, and in there the whole house is going to be modern. Ready Kilowatt, they did a lot of advertisements with them. So the whole idea was to build this dream home, and Emerson Seal started this dream home to show, that we're going to go into a point of prosperity, I think. And that, we've won World War II, and let's do something grand. And they're still in business today, and do a lot of, under every house is still some Emerson Seal product. If you read back into when the builders are talking about, and everybody had to chip in. So GE did not pay for this house. And so I think it was through the generosity of a lot of the community that the house got built. When they had it finished, they actually charged 50 cents to allow people to come through, and I believe they donated that. Most of this house on the front end remains the same. The entry is small to today's standards. It goes straight upstairs and has a laundry room behind it. Having a laundry room was a big deal. And and in this part of especially in this part of Wolfland, not having it in your garage is nice. And the room we're sitting in, with the open bay window, they built it with lots of closets. They built the grand fireplace here, a grand dining room, and then a pass-through even on the kitchen, which is kind of interesting. And back when it was originally built, it had a single-car garage. And upstairs were all 3 bedrooms, and what's fascinating is to have a master suite that's en suite, but the other 2 rooms were en suite also with a full baths. I've always enjoyed history, but thanks to my friends at American Land and Title, we pulled the title on this and got to go back and see all the people who lived here. And you just think about all the memories, and we'll go in homes, and in the attic spaces will be where kids wrote, and people leave that. So there's always a trace of our heritage and who we were. And I love that personally. I love the old neighborhoods. I like when we keep things intact. I understand, that someone's going to want to modernize this, but I appreciate where we came from. To know that this house had a history, and as we see things changing, the next owner may not keep all this history, but I'm glad that you're here to capture it.